Alright, in this video I'm going to share with you a secret recipe my son makes for beef briskets, the best beef brisket you ever tasted. Now we're going to knock this out in a couple hours, right?
No.
What? I'm hungry now. How long is it going to take?
About a day and a half.
Oh, I don't know if I can wait a day and a half to cook a beef brisket. Hey, secrets take some time sometimes, so stay tuned. We're going to walk through the whole process with you. Just to give you a quick idea now. First, we'll have to separate the two pieces. What are they called?
Well, we're just going to cut it in half just so we can fit it on the smoker more easily because we have a small smoker.
Okay, so we're going to actually smoke it for how long?
Maybe like a few hours.
All right, it's a whole process here we'll go through. We'll show you the different steps in the process. We're going to smoke it for a few hours. Then this will go in a sous vide. For those of you not familiar with sous vide, we're going to stick this in a sealed plastic bag and actually cook it in water, hot water, which I'll show you all that while we're doing it. And then what we'll do after that?
Then we'll probably end up throwing it back on the smoker after it comes out of the sous vide just to get all the moisture off and let the outside kind of dry out. It's a whole process. So stay tuned. We'll walk through the whole process with you right now. Here we go. Ryan, this thing's got a lot of fat on it, doesn't it? Yeah, this whole side's a lot of fat.
Is that all that comes off, or we leave some on?
We'll leave a little bit. We'll trim most of it off.
I'll trim most of that off. And then you got actually two pieces here. It's called the flat, right? This is the flat.
Right here, and then the points up in this
section. Point. They call that the fatty goodness, right?
The fat brisket. Fatty brisket and the lean brisket.
And lean brisket. All right, what we're going to do now, you're going to cut this up, get the fat cut off, and separate the point, and we're going to do it right now. All right, we're going to show you the meat in just a second. I just want to show you how much fat. He cut off 6 pounds, 8.9 ounces of nothing but fat. It is looking pretty, Ryan. Oh, my God, that looks beautiful. Now, there's a little bit of fat on here. Why'd you leave a little bit of fat?
It's okay to leave a little bit on the top of the flat here.
Okay, that's the top of the flat. He said leave a little bit. What was that? Give it a little extra juice or?
A little flavor, yeah.
A little flavor on that. But let's see the other side again. And then the other side is cleaned up pretty. If y'all remember, that thing was covered in fat right there. And look at that. That's pretty looking. I know that. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut it up now and get it ready for the smoker. Here we go. All right, we're coating it right now with some mustard, and we'll do a couple more spices on it, and we'll be done. All right, we have all the spices we put on. We got chili powder, salt, and pepper, a nice light coating all the way around on both sides, and we're ready to go ahead and put it on the smoker. Here we go. All right, we're smoking the first piece right now. We're going to have to do it in 2 batches because my smoker's not quite big enough to handle it all. So we'll do 2 batches. You can see the smoke coming up right there. All right, let's get going. All right, we got the first piece off now. You actually see a little smoke ring here. It's definitely smoked. Now what we're going to do is seal it in a plastic bag, and we'll work on that right now. All right, we're getting ready to vacuum seal this first one. I'll show you in the first one. I won't show you in the second one, but you see it's completely covered in the bag. All right, let's do it. What you do is you do that, and what this is hit the vacuum, and what it's going to do is going to suck all the air out of that bag, so when it's cooking, you got the easy transfer between the meat and the water. The cooking, and it's done. Now it's actually sealing that line up there, so it's completely vacuum sealed. So this meat will never touch the water when it's in the sous vide. All right, that's what it looks like in a sous vide. This is the controller here. We got it set at 158 degrees. Probably 30 hours cooking it at that temperature. We're going to do the second one just like you see this one. I won't show it on the video, but it'll be just like that, and they'll both be in here cooking. All right, the meat is in the sous vide. It's still got a long way to go. It's sealed in there. The water temp is 157 degrees over here. And we are cooking all night long. While we're sleeping, we're cooking meat. All right, it's been over 24 hours, and it's coming out right now. Stay tuned. We're going to be working on it and getting it on the grill. All right, we're pouring the liquid off of the bag here, and we're going to save this liquid, Ryan.
Yeah, we might use it for something.
All right, we're going to save that for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. This is the second one right here. We'll cut the hole in it and pour the liquid in right in here. Man, it looks good. The liquid actually looks good. Oh my goodness, there it goes. All right, this is what they look like after they come out of the bag. Been cooked over 24 hours, and they get ready to go on the grill. We'll put a little bit of smoke flavor in them right now. All right, we're back on the smoker, and we're going to do a little bit of smoking just for a little bit right now. Here we go. Alright, this will give it just a little bit of smoke flavor. The main thing is just get that little dryness to it. That's smoking too, look at that. Alright, Ryan, we're gonna let it rest now, right? Is it resting?
Yeah, we'll let it sit here and cool off before we cut into it.
Alright, we're gonna let it cool off just a little bit before we cut into it, and we'll show you the final product in just a few. Stay tuned. Alright, what you got right there, Ryan?
We're going to separate the rest of this flat from the point. It should be a lot easier.
That's the point right there, and that's the flat.
The point's right here on my,
Yeah.
I'm holding the point.
You're holding the point right there. And it's coming off right now.
All the time there.
Hey, some of y'all see me cook these in the smoker, but we had to get up to 200 degrees. But here it actually cooked, and the actually meat separates. So it's not tough at 158. Look, 157, right? We'll cook it at.
Mm-hmm.
So look how juicy it is inside there. Look at that. That looks good right there. We're going to test it right now. Oh my God, it looks so juicy and good. Woo! I'm loving it already.
Let me stack this.
It's going to be a lot of good meals coming up.
Let's cut this along the grain so then we can cut it against the grain.
All right. So you slice it, cut it, so you slice it against the grain right there. Look at that. Ooh, that is some kind of good looking. Oh, I got to eat this. Mmm. How's it?
Good.
Oh my God, it melts in your mouth. Holy smoke. That is, man. Y'all would not believe it. Look at that. That is beautiful. All right, well, we're going to sit here. We're going to get everything together. We got some fries cooking and have us a nice dinner. You ready, Ryan?
I'm ready.
I appreciate all the instructions and teaching everything on how to cook this brisket, sous vide and smoking it. It turned out, oh my God. Let me take another bite. Oh my God. That is melting in my mouth. Look at that right there. Look at that.
This is the lean brisket.
Look at that. That is good. All right, well, appreciate everybody coming along with us on cooking this brisket. I hope if y'all want to cook one, I hope you get some ideas. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share. And what do I got to do, Ryan?
What do I got to do, Eli?
Oh my God, look at you.
On the channel.
Subscribe! Yeah, you got it. All right. Thanks for coming along.